Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Geared Up. We're here in Bellevue, Washington at the 4106 project right behind me, and I heard that there's a unique and innovative way to cap rebar. Sounds simple, but anything that helps us on the safety side is something I go chase after and appreciate. Best thing we can do is get on site, find the expert that bought them, installed them, and knows a little something about them, and check it out.
We're on a mission to find tools and equipment that have game-changing potential for making the work safer and better for all the people on our projects. This is Geared Up.
So I'm out at the 4106 project in Bellevue, Washington with Bryan Kulesa, and we're here looking for innovations, namely safety innovations on this job. Bryan pointed out that they had a very simple but obvious one that would otherwise be missed to the untrained eye. Bryan, tell me about the rebar cap solution you found.
Yeah, so absolutely. So last year I was down in Vegas at World of Concrete.
Yes.
And I stumbled across this JP safety channel.
Okay.
So what this is, it replaces our standard rebar cap that you might be familiar with here.
Oh yeah, yep, pretty standard. So in this case, you got this piece of, I'm going to call it channel, and you bought this off the shelf and you're covering $4 to $5 at a time. So if a guy goes through and he has to set this versus this versus this and this, you're setting one piece.
Right.
Down the line, that probably adds up in a labor savings.
Yeah,
as well.
absolutely, yeah. It goes much faster, less maintenance on it, and they're real easy to stack, and they're real easy to just pack around, and they're out of Canada, but it took about 2 weeks to get it.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit more expensive than your standard rebar cap. However, you're gonna make up for that in time by installing these one at a time versus four.
Right.
And then obviously having to maintain it as well.
Right. Well, I got to tell you, I mean, the other thing this is it's obvious. Like you can't miss too many if it's bright orange, takes up a lot of space, and you see it. So that's a wonder. I mean, this is such a simple one.
Yeah,
I love the simple ones. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
All right. Well, I got to say, anytime you get a chance to pick the brain of a concrete superintendent, like I did with Bryan, you're probably going to learn a thing or two. So I got to say thanks again, Bryan, for teaching us a little something new on the way to keep rebar safe on the job site. I think the rebar cap solution is an obvious win on our projects around the country. And thanks to you folks for watching. If you could do me the favor and hit that like button, that subscribe button, I wouldn't be too mad about it. And leave a comment or two. We read every single one. And we'll see you next time on an episode of Geared Up.